Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trade Analysis with a quick market update for today, Monday, December 4th, starting the week and started the first full week of the month of December. Today, no news Monday, a little bit of economic data with factory orders, but nothing big, still showing factory orders negative on the month-over-month and also excluding transportation. We are coming from positive territory, and as consensus was saying, we are expecting negative because factory orders are in decrease contraction. Apart from that, I don't think these bill actions were really interesting. Still watching that we are on par basically with the previous one. And the most interesting topic today was in terms of price action. So we are going to just jump straight into the charts because today's price action was a little bit tough. We have to exercise today a little bit of patience and also really watch the most critical levels. This is the 4-hour chart on the Nasdaq. Just focus on the 4-hour fair value gaps, the inverses that I got here. During the overnight, we rejected this 4-hour. I have also this charted in case we wanted to go higher. That never happened. And then I was mostly bearish looking towards this sell side liquidity and also this huge fair value gap on CPI data for the 4-hour, for the 1-hour, for the 30-minute. Down here, we have a lot of empty space that we had at some point to revisit and to repair. So that was my focus. I was not looking for shorts today, just in case we just wanted to jump in here. I was at some point watching this 30-minute fair value gap into the open, but we ran through that like crazy even before the open. At open, we just ran towards this liquidity, sell side liquidity taken, and it was just free fall. If you were trying to catch this bottom, it was quite difficult. I tried based on my technical setup, excuse me about this super wide, but when I have a lot of confluences, let me just clean up this a little bit. We have the 30-minute fair value gap. We have also the 1-hour. Let's just leave the 4-hour. So as I was saying, on the 1-minute chart, you can see that during the open, we started chopping around and then we rejected this previous 30-minute fair value gap that I got here. So we were just watching this 4-hour. This was the support. This got run through, and I was watching towards this liquidity, and also I'm talking about this fib retracement. But first, let's see the liquidity run. So breaking down a structure, fair value gap inverse, and just drifting lower and lower and lower and lower until what point? A lot of times you ask yourself, where is the bottom? So in this case, I always apply the same rule. We have a fair value gap in here. So I just take a 50% retracement of here and just chart it down here. It was not touched. Look at this. This is the 50% retracement. This is the fib retracement. This is the 50, and this is the golden pocket that I also use, the 61.8 fib retracement, and we never touched. That was a pity. But well, sometimes that happens. You lose that. I was certainly watching for another run, stop hand run down here and to provide some decent fair value gaps. That never happened because as you can see, we never, let me just log this, we never had a clear entry down here. There's nothing. I didn't trust this setup because sometimes you just get here and you get stopped out. So I was waiting for the pullback and that never happened. Look at this. Never happened and never happened. And we just blew through everything. We are now up here in the 5-minute retracement. inverse fair value gap, and I really think we are going to run through all this liquidity, buy side liquidity from the high of day that a lot of people are shorting and they have their stops there. So look for this move or look for this move to really get the liquidity. I'm waiting for this trade. I'm waiting to take stop long here for the liquidity. This is the draw that I'm looking for. Plenty of room. If that retraced even lower, I don't think I'm going to trade this, but certainly I'm looking towards this area. So I'm exercising patience. Every single stock on the Nasdaq is in the red, and the S&Ps have also a setup, but barely. We only had this fair value gap. We ran through this liquidity, market structure change, but we never got this sell side liquidity. I was waiting for that also. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes you don't get your entries, and the best practice is don't chase the market. Don't lose to FOMO and just chase the setup. That was my setup. That never touches. My best practice approach is just to let it run, and at some point you will be thankful that you never chase a move. So I'm patiently waiting for this. I hope that it does not go straight to this liquidity and at least provide a little bit of pullback, but we will have to see. Dollar is quite strong, 0.50 on the day. That's why I didn't trust the setup. UK, it's also in the red. Small caps are really pushing. I think this is the strength of today's price action is just on the S&Ps. Look at this, 0.63 in the red. We are in the red, but Nasdaq is 1.20. The double weak performance on the Nasdaq than on the S&Ps. Banks are mixed sentiment, so I didn't trust because Google is pretty deep, -2%, Nvidia is -3%. I mean, everything was so in the red that now is reverting, and we didn't have a chance to really see a pullback, a proper pullback towards that. So my recommendation is if you lost this same setup, don't chase the price. Please, you will regret. At some point, you will get smoked chasing the setup. And that's my recommendation for today. Be patient. These setups happen every day, and we just went straight up. If we check the 30-minute chart or even the 1 hour, look at this. This is not usual. So I think that the best practice today is just wait for your setups. That's my highlight for today. And that's all. From my side, as always, thank you for your time. If you found this video useful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, because I upload videos like this one every single day for market forecasts, market updates, and market recaps. I appreciate your time as always. Remember that the trading day is not over. We might see some pullbacks, but this is just Monday, starting the month, starting the week. There are plenty of days to take setups. So be patient and remember that discipline and risk management are key for your success. Stay safe, everyone, and see you tomorrow.